Today we're going to be talking about the most important part of any self-defense, and I pretty much use the mindset when it comes to self-defense pretty much in all the areas of my life. And there's two different types of mindsets, especially right now. So I launched my Tactical Edge program, a knife defense program, and there's two mindsets. There's a mindset that there's nothing you could do, it's impossible to defend against a knife, you're just going to die. Don't bother fighting. And the mindset that, well, yes, I might get cut, I might get stabbed, I might even die, but you know what? I'm gonna give it everything I have, right? So let's break down the first mindset. And again, I live and lead my life with that mindset, right? So if you have the mindset that, well, he's too big, he's too strong, it's impossible, there's nothing I could do, there's no technique, so you've already lost the fight or the attack before it started, right? And that mindset, and the people who make these type of comments, when you look at their life, they have the same mindset in anything they do in their own personal life. I have the mindset that there's always something that you could do. A little bit of something is better than nothing. Knowing something, trying something, giving your attacker a fight. And what does that mean? We're looking at my knife defense videos. Now, if you believe there's nothing that you could do, well, fall on the floor, roll over, and let your attacker just stab you, kill you, do whatever you want. Or, and again, it's your life. If you want to give your things, give them. If you're a woman and you're in a position in a rape attack and you feel there's nothing you could do and you rather just let yourself be raped, again, I'm not here to tell you what you should or shouldn't do. I'm here with these lessons in these videos to give you the tools. And this is why I'm creating different scenarios in different environments and pressure training and pressure testing to see, well, how does it play out? Because I want to take people out of their comfortable clothes and in their gym and in their mats and go in a real environment and see how they play out and be able to break them down so we can give a little bit more of a realistic approach. People tell me, well, I'm just going to run. Great. Most attack happens in close quarter range, 3 to 5 feet in closed environments. Guess what? Have you ever pressure tested running? If you did, you'd know that not only can running be counterproductive, it could cost you your life, right? So this is the reality from the instructors, because I have a lot of instructors, not a lot, a few who make comments, but then there's actually no solution or anything to back it up. So at the end, guys, it's your life. If you have the mindset that there's nothing you could do, it's impossible, I'm just gonna die, don't bother fighting back, it's your life, right? I want to train the people who say, look, Nick, I might get cut, I might get stabbed, I might even die, but you know what? If I'm in this attack, if I'm in this fight, I might as well fight back. I might as well give my attacker something. If my life is at risk, right? If I've given my attacker my money, but he wants my life, are you just gonna give it to him or are you gonna make him fight for it? Again, that's the different type of mindset. And at the end, I'm not here to tell you what you shouldn't or couldn't or what you should do or shouldn't do. At the end, I'm here to provide information, options, solutions, tools, and it's up to you to say, okay, do I fight for it or don't I? And that's the difference, guys. And that's why I created this program. And that's why the knife defense video where I'm in the car and I'm getting slashed, I could edit that part, but I want to show the reality of it. I don't want to show some slow motion 1, 2, and 3. I want to show, well, what happens in full out scenarios. What can go wrong? And there's so much. We could play out the same scenario 10 times and get a different outcome. But at the end, what's going to determine the biggest difference is your survival mindset, right? Yeah, I might get slashed, but for sure, if I stop fighting, I might die. And I tell people, as long as I'm breathing, I'm fighting. As long as the attacker's there and he has me and he's trying to fight, I'm going to keep on fighting. I'm not going to stop. And that's the mindset you want to develop through your training. This is why sometimes when I used to train knife defense, people would get slashed. They would stop. I'm like, no, you keep fighting. You keep fighting. You don't stop the moment you've got slashed and be like, oh, I would have died. No, you don't know that. So you want to train that way. Yasu Alim Spartiati, Dinami, brother. Josh Lopez, what's up? Those who aren't willing to explore any tools to survive should lay down in fetal position. Man, Budo journey, I love it. And I tell people at the end, it's your life. You believe there's nothing you could do, lie on the floor and do nothing. Can we get more videos on date night self-defense, how to position yourself and your date when leaving the escalating issue? Gabrielle, that's actually a really good one, right? And guys, 2 weeks ago, a man stabbed his wife to death and then killed himself. Now, you might tell me there's nothing you could do. Maybe she would have known how to escape, how to pick up an improvised weapon, maybe how to be aware, how to be able to see and react. A little bit of something is better than nothing. And that little something sometimes could be a game changer, in whether it's life or death. Kalispera, dinami. So that's what I'm trying to teach you guys. And here's the truth. There are no guarantees. There's no guarantees. Nobody could tell you that their system is 100% foolproof. All I'm trying to do is heighten your chances of survival. That's all it is. It's shades of gray, and it's about heightening your chance. So when I'm teaching, and let's break down some videos here, okay? Because I'm hearing some really stupid comments from people, right? We look at this video right over here, and I'm showing
What's going on?
basically how to use a belt. And you get people telling me, well, it's stupid, stop wasting people's times, don't show this. Well, what are my options? Do I go straight to hand? I can't run because I'm closed off in the back. So before I decide to go hand to hand, why not pick up my belt? Why not use an improvised weapon? Not try to create space, right? Maybe just that will deter him. Maybe it's not. As much as people say, well, he would attack, you don't know. Maybe that would be enough to slow him down and say, you know what, screw it, this is too much work, I'm out. And maybe it's not. But what I'm trying to do is give you, again, maybe those few seconds will save your life. Maybe those few seconds will hold them back and be like, holy shit, I just messed with the wrong guy. Holy shit, this is going to be a lot harder than I think. You don't know the mindset of how an attacker will act. Erakli, Dinami, brother. Montreal and shopping center. Yeah, a crazy guy just killed a woman in a shopping center. This happened in our neighborhood. It's crazy. In India, you are famous. Some Buell Tick account shares your stories. Oh man, let me know who it is. So again, guys, there's no guarantees. It's all about heightening your chances of survival. Let's look at another video, okay? Let's look at this one with Helen over here, okay? Where we're looking at what you could do. Now, Yeti Tomacherine Buzuga. So we're looking at this knife defense here, right? What's the concept that I want to teach here, right? I'm not teaching you some bullshit fancy move. The idea, if you're in this position, obviously, he wants your money, give him the money. He wants your car, get out of the car and give him the car. He tells you take the car and start driving because he wants to take you to a secondary location, then you got to make a decision, right? Every time you go to a secondary location or you comply with your attacker, you diminish your chance of survival. The important thing we're trying to teach here in this scenario is, one, you got to isolate and trap the hand. Two, you got to turn around and face your attacker. Those are two things that you want to get out of these videos, out of this video, right? People tell me, well, I'm just going to run. You're not going to run. I'm just going to drive off. The car's parked, her keys are on the side. Again, we're trying to put real scenarios. Oh, I'm just going to grapple. I'm just going to kick him in the nuts. I'm just going to eye gouge him. And this is the reality. And I get it, right? There's a lot of systems that are teaching bullshit self-defense that don't train in these type of environments. But we do this to explore because it's better you look at this video and you learn something from here than trying to figure out in the street. So let's look at another scenario. Let's look at another video here. And here we're looking at a mugging, okay? So here in this video, it's a clear example where I'm saying, well, give your money, guys. Don't get into a knife fight. But then I get the comment, well, I don't want to give my stuff. I want to fight for it. At the end, it's your life. But what I'm trying to teach in this video is how do you create space? How do you talk to your town? How do I give him my things and move back as I'm doing it? Εδώ ρωτήσε στα αγγλικά αν βοηθεί η μπλούζα σε... Sorry, Kume, I can't read Greek that well, man. Just someone who criticized you. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, I guess it's part of the game. People will always criticize, will have something to say, right? And the reality is I'm creating different scenarios. Because people are like, well, I'm just going to give him my money. What if it's not about your money? What about if it's intimidation? What about if the guy he's crazy. He's a crazy guy who just wants to stab you and kill you. He thinks you're somebody else. Maybe he wants to rape you. Maybe he wants to, you know, just scare the shit out of you and take your money, then decide to stab you. Even if you're giving your stuff, look, I'm creating space, distance, I'm being aware. This is what I'm trying to teach here. Again, there's no 100% system that can guarantee your survival. It's about possibilities and probabilities and shades of gray. Know how to heighten your chance of survival, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to follow. At the end, mindset is everything, right? It's what's gonna determine whether you win, you lose. And it's not about winning or losing, it's about surviving. You might get cut, you might get slashed, you might even die, right? Maybe not. You might even escape, right? You might, you know, you might get attacked and take 2-3 slashes, but you still manage to get out. Guess what? Job done. Or you might roll down on the floor and say, well, there's nothing I could do, and hope at some point he ends his attack. At the end, it's your life. You decide what you want to do with it and how much you value it. I can't tell you what to do or what you shouldn't do. Okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to check out my website, nickdrossos.com. Again, build your mindset in self-defense, in fitness, and in life. And again, I have the same mindset in my life. I don't believe there's nothing I could do. I believe there's always something that I could do. You know, I've been down and out in my life. I've been knocked out. I get up every time. And I always figure it out. I find a solution. I fight through everything in life because it's the same mindset. I don't believe in giving up. Knife fight is very absolutely, absolutely. And that's why I tell people, engage with the knife only as a last resort, right? Pick up an improvised weapon. If you can run, run, right? I see him 15 feet away and he's like, I'm gonna come after you and I could run, I'm gone. But if you're 5 feet away and you're in a closed space, anything could happen. And I think it's important for people to know that, right? And that's why we're creating different scenarios in different environments. And we're trying to play them out. Because unlike, I agree, a lot of systems that go, I'm gonna go 1, 2, and 3, you don't know how it's gonna play out. You don't know how your attacker is gonna react. You don't know his next move. So you have to train in real time, in real space, and do scenarios because your environment will dictate many times what you can and cannot do. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Stay safe.